Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, first of all I would like to express my apologies that I cannot join you today in this debate on energy efficiency in the countries of Central and Eastern Europe in the context of achieving the EU 2020 objectives. However, in my short message I would like to point to key, in my opinion, aspects of our struggle with one of the most burning and complex problems of our times. Intelligent and sustainable management of natural resources, with particular emphasis on energy resources, is the challenge we must address effectively. The flagship initiative of the EU 2020 strategy, Resource Efficient Europe, provides a long-term framework for actions in this context. First of all, let me say that it is important to invest in energy efficiency improvements within an integrated approach linked to regional and local development. Secondly, we should fully exploit the potential of cohesion policy and support the shift towards sustainable growth and energy efficiency. Thirdly, we should more robustly use territorial cooperation to enhance networking and exchange of best practices. There are many of them in Europe. Today, within the framework of cohesion policy, financing energy efficiency measures in housing is possible in all EU member states through European Regional Development Fund. We have to maintain and even expand this possibility in the next edition of the policy during 2014-2020 multi-annual financial framework. Further progress is needed in making it easier to use financial engineering instruments for sustainable energy. Revolving financial instruments make it possible to sustain public funds over time. A combination of grants and revolving funds can be developed in collaboration with financial institutions to set up energy efficiency regional support schemes. The Commission could step up technical and legal assistance and indeed introduce incentives for managing authorities in developing grant-based or loan-based schemes for energy efficiency. We all know that local and regional commitment is indispensable for successful implementation of the cohesion policy and EU 2020 strategy. And regions and cities should increase investment in energy efficiency, reaching out more generously to networking and exchange of good practices. Covenant of Mayors is a good platform for this. On the other hand, we should always take into account that budgetary restrictions at regional and local level limit investment capabilities. In this respect, private funding will have to be mobilized. The new proposal for the 2014-2020 multi-annual budget underlines the importance of energy efficiency as a policy priority. The Committee on Regional Development, which I am chairing in the European Parliament, considers that investing in energy efficiency and renewable energy in housing should be continued. And this issue, as you know, is particularly important for countries of Central and Eastern Europe, which have gone through a painful energy adjustment over the past 20 years. But there is still large scope for action in terms of efficiency improvements and renewable energy increases. This region holds Europe's biggest potential for extra energy efficiency, for energy savings, and for renewable energy. Energy efficiency being a mandatory priority for future allocations of EU structural funds feeds well into these opportunities. However, EU assistance will fall on fertile ground only if member states, regions and cities improve their capacities to invest in more energy efficient economy. Thank you for your attention.